Okay, it's early in the morning. Sun is up. Not that early, but for racetrack guys, it's not that early. It's kind of late. It's around after 8 o'clock, I guess. Just almost 8 o'clock. And I'm going to do something interesting, which is to go find out which of these guys out here are interested in the Kentucky Derby race, who's interested in all the events around the Kentucky Derby. I know from my experience, a lot of guys are genuinely just interested in their own horses and their races. So let's find out. Let's go find out and see what's happening. Talk to some of these guys and hear their thoughts. See you guys later. I'm recording. What's up, Corey? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to the man who knows it all. My man right here, Jimmy. Jimmy, the most, is it Jimmy here? Yes, Jimmy. The most important guy on the track. I'm not gonna stop him from doing his work, but maybe he might have some answers here for me. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Jimmy,
How are you?
Kentucky Derby thoughts. Any thoughts on the Kentucky Derby? Can I put you on camera? Nobody ever sees Jimmy. There's Jimmy.
Jimmy, when we get there, Jimmy.
Nobody ever sees Jimmy. You just hear him.
No. Nothing to board.
No time to come in? Didn't make it.
They tell me to get out of the shack. That's crazy, but get out of there.
Any thoughts on the Kentucky Derby?
Hey, I don't even watch it.
See, there you go, guys. One guy said he doesn't even watch it. All right.
Jared,
Well,
where's she going? Idella.
so Jimmy, you don't watch the Kentucky Derby? You do? Are you interested at all?
No.
Number 2. I knew it. I knew it. Moving on.
You got any time for me?
Most guys just are not.
It just makes it such a big deal out of it. It's boring after a while.
After many years, or does it get boring after
Yeah.
a few minutes? All right, it's time to move on. Get some other thoughts here. How you doing, sir?
Good, thank you.
All right. Oh, it's a bad step. Hey, how you doing? Go get them. What's up, Leroy? Yes, Carl, what's going on, man? Back again? That was fast. All right.
Yeah, maybe in another weekend or two.
Yes, but please text, communicate. Yeah. I'll come by and see you too.
Okay, friend. Thank you.
All right, this should be interesting. All right. That was fast. There's a lot of people here, and then all of a sudden, they just disappeared. Any thoughts on the Kentucky Derby? You know, so far I ask a lot of people around here, and they usually tell me they're not interested. They're only interested in their horses and their races.
Really?
Yeah, I find it very interesting.
Well, I mean, it's right now it's a busy time and a lot of people are concentrating on their workers, but you might find at 10 o'clock you might get some better responses. But my pick is Forever Young. I like Forever Young.
Forever Young.
Yeah.
This is like the second or third person that told me about Forever Young.
I kind of like Sierra Leone, but it's a 2-hole and a horse that doesn't like the load and doesn't like the gate. It could be a little detrimental. But Forever Young's my pick.
Have you been following the horse from before?
I watched the horse run, yeah. Was it Dubai or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it down there and it would look very impressive.
Very impressive.
But, you know, they're saying, well, the Japanese horses is 0-19. I mean, what does that mean,
It is
right?
what it is. When they run in the Breeders' Cup, they're pretty salty though, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And,
Yeah.
you know, the program is really coming along over there.
Yeah.
Well,
It is.
Forever Young it is. We got one guy for Forever Young, and the other ones are not interested.
All right. You'll find some more guys.
Thank you. That's pretty funny. I'm here with Steve Roberts, and Steve Roberts just said it's a good thing he shaved today. I'm saying the same thing too. You know, just left the mustache on, but we're just talking about the Kentucky Derby and talking about riders and everything. How exciting is it at this time of the year, May? You know.
Well, our season just started here, so you know, there's a lot of excitement here. I mean, everyone's anxious to get going. We've been delayed a couple of weeks because of the new. They cut us back a couple of weeks. The AGCO. So yeah, everyone's hungry and they all want to make some money and get in that winner's circle.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because I know there have been some changes, and I'm not sure how people feel about that. But you know, there's still changes are good.
We're losing days every year. Unfortunately, it hasn't really. I don't think there'll ever be an upward trend. It seems to be a downward trend for a long time now. Our horse population isn't the greatest right now. Ontario Sire program was pretty much, well, I'd say, almost decimated. It's really hurt the breeders, and then in turn it hurt our population here. So anyhow, you know, it is what it is. But we're here, and everyone's working hard and trying to do their best. And we'll see what happens, right?
Now, do you still consider Woodbine and Ontario like a big, hot market for horse racing?
Oh yeah, this is first class facility here. I mean, probably could be the best training ground and facility here in North America. I mean, we got the sand ring, we got Baker's Acres, we've got it in turf course, you know, dirt, all weather. We've got everything here you need to train a horse. Barns are fantastic, facilities are great. You know, it is a top class place. I mean, a lot of people who do come here are very happy with the place. So, I mean, look at the new casino now and the hotel. It's hopefully draw some people in.
You know, most of the young jockeys, they all want to ride at Woodbine, and they all love it. I guess judging from what they see on TV, you know, from on YouTube, on the internet, they love Woodbine. You know, let's talk about your jockeys. You just told me you got Amanda Vandermeer and David Moran. How's David doing? I know last year he had a little bit of injury.
He broke his ankle pretty badly, but that was last August. But, he's been recovered really well. He's actually fitter than he's ever been. He had a strength and conditioning coach all winter, and he's been working really hard with Randy in the room. But he's stronger than ever. He plays squash every day, so that's a good test for the ankle. And Amanda, she's a workhorse too. She really enjoys this game. She had a really good apprenticeship, and she's eager to show her skills now with the added weight. But again, we got a horse population here. We got 50 riders, and we got about an average of 7.5 horses a race. If you do the mathematics, it's not great. You're pretty happy if you can get 2 or 3 mounts a card.
Now, I know she spent a lot of time at Fort Erie, but do you think that she'll be spending more time here at Woodbine this year?
Well, she works for Lane Gilliforte in the Chiefswood operation. It's her first class, and they give her some opportunities, but she needs to make a living. And when she needs to work for another trainer, I pull her out and take her to the next barn, and she gets it done. And she has a handful of horses, and you'll see her in the next couple of weeks. She had a good second the other day, and she fits in here. She fits in. You just need the opportunities like any other jock.
Yeah, I guess like most of the jockeys say the same thing
Well,
too,
I mean,
right?
everyone has their favorites, and especially the bugs here will be taking over. I mean, you got Sophie and Fraser, and then you got the new David's son,
Yes.
Pietro. He's gonna. I mean, I think Sophie's on every race today. I think she's in. So I mean, then you get Kimura, and then you got a couple other top jocks. Doesn't leave much for the middle of the pack type of jockeys.
Kimura, he's away today, and
Yeah, he's in the Derby. What a thrill that'll be for him.
I mean, you're going for Forever Young, but he's riding another Japanese horse.
That's right.
That one is pretty quick though.
Yeah, he's gonna be he's gonna be a long shot. But then it's just the thrill of being there. He rode in Santa Anita all winter, so he's did fantastic down there. And Bob Baffert really gave him some good compliments. So I mean, the sky's the limit for Kimura. He's a fantastic jockey.
Well, you know, I was going to ask you about Pietro because I know he's a bug.
Yeah.
And Amanda just became a journeyman,
lady, yeah.
journey woman,
Yeah.
journey lady. But how do you say that, anyways, for
I don't
females?
know. I don't know.
You go from journeyman,
journey woman. Yeah.
And I guess you won't have an apprentice.
No, not anymore. No, I don't. And we had fun. We had a good 3 years. Amanda, she came a long way. She had. I was skeptical at first, and I made sure that she was making the right career change. She's a registered nurse by trade, university, and she worked in hospitals and all sorts. So this is kind of second career, passion of love kind of thing. So she's always got that to fall back onto if she need be.
Nice.
I always say if anyone ever goes down or needs help, call Amanda.
Amanda, he's putting you on the spot, so it's out there right now.
Yeah.
One more quick question here. How many jockeys are you allowed to have under your management?
You're allowed 2 journeymen or journeywomen and 1 apprentice. So 3 is the tops you could have here.
That's great news.
Yeah. So I mean, there's not enough agents for the amount of jockeys we have here. So there are a few jockeys out there without agents, and it's tough. It's some of our agents now are getting a little old, and you might not see many of them here in the next 3-4 years. But with technology, it gets a little bit easier. You don't have to be so much here all the time. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, as an agent, technology plus relationships, is that how it works?
Yeah, you need to know the people. And, you got to read a room when you walk into a barn too. You know, the owners or vets are around, or see if a trainer's angry or not. You just kind of step away and I'll see you tomorrow, kind of thing.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It's a tough game here, and it's you got to read a room. That's all. But the people here are very nice. Most trainers here are awesome. And they're good people.
All right. Well, it was nice talking to you, Steve.
Yeah, pleasure.
Really great information.
Forever young.
Forever young. That's how we all should remain, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks for your time, man.
It's a good song too.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. All right.
Pretty cool.
Thank you.
I'll go around and ask some other people. There you go. There's your cue.
Well, there's Todd Fletcher now.
I heard they come and robbed you. Did they, yeah? They took the gator and the flatbed?
Yeah.
So they must have used the flatbed to take the gator, right? Yeah. Isn't that terrible?
Then they took every tool out of my work.
Well, they did take the tools too, eh?
Yeah. I reckon about $70,000 worth of stuff.
Insurance?
No.
No home insurance?
I have home insurance, but I didn't have any insurance, so I might be able to get away with some of the tools, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was telling me yesterday.
1035, Rogero.
Huh?
There you go.
35.
35?
1035. Glad I don't think.
My information was pretty solid.
was
Around
pretty
10,
good.
10:30. See.
Well, even as a fucking guess, it was solid. If you know what I mean, because you hit the post at least. You know what I mean?
Mike Doyle at his
No
best.
problem. How are you?
I'm good. I was just wondering, can I ask you guys some questions? Let me turn away from the sun. It's really your thoughts on the Kentucky Derby. Are you guys interested? Are you watching? Are you pulling up to watch this race? Are you drinking a beer during the race? What's going on?
We're doing whatever we have to do during the race, but we are definitely watching.
Are you gonna put a couple nickels on the race?
I am.
You know, do you have a favorite, or do you have one that you like?
I saw Fierceness, or whatever his name is, win in Florida when I was there, and he looked very, very impressive to me.
Someone was just telling me that down in Florida, they said this horse cannot lose the race.
Well, I mean, that's based on how he ran his last start. It would be, that's a correct assessment. But that doesn't mean he'll win. You know
Well,
what I mean?
still a horse race, right?
That's right.
I mean, you know this. You know how this thing
we
works.
all know that.
Yeah. Well, I wish you all the best.
Huh?
I wish you the best.
Well, we need a bit. We don't. I just enjoy watching this more than anything.
I love the stories.
Yeah, the stories.
I love just watching it on
Yeah.
TV.
It's actually thrilling to watch 3 or 4 or 5 hours of racing on television. It's very
But
good.
isn't it awesome when you hear the background, all these horses, where they came from?
Yes, absolutely. And
Is it a dream of yours as well?
the English Guineas is today as well. So that's a-
Why'd you point at him when you said the English Guineas?
Sorry, I was just trying to catch the source at the gate.
Oh, there you go.
Find some company with dead over there.
All right, so fierceness is it, right?
It seems that way. It just to me, I kind of looked it over very good the last couple of days, and I just.
I mean, if you look at his form, he's never put two races back to back. You know, it's like good
True.
one, bad one, good one, bad one.
They were just saying that on the TV. They were saying the horse, he has a bad race for the next race, or he's scheduled for a bad race. So hopefully it's not this one, right?
Yeah.
They're hoping that
What's your name?
Brad
Brad, last name?
McKnight.
Brad Midnight. You related to North?
Yeah, I'm his
Oh,
son, yeah.
At least that's what he said.
Yeah, I was, as
That
far
was
as
just
I
what
know,
he said. I mean, he got home.
I'll have to check the full
He got home. He got to make sure was he in town during that time.
Yeah. Sure, he's got a few out there he doesn't know about.
Is he still down in Arkansas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I had to hit record. Okay, let's do this again. So I'm here. I'm going to ask a lot of people about the Kentucky Derby, and I'm here with this young lady. What's your name?
Michelle Love.
Michelle Love. Oh yes, finally I meet you.
Hi.
I'm not, well, I'm in love, but this is Michelle Love.
Hi.
And last year I heard so much good things about
Yeah,
you,
we
so
had a
I'm
good
very
year.
happy to meet you right now.
Good,
Very,
good.
pleasure of mine.
Good.
So you're asking about the Kentucky Derby. Are you interested in the race?
We will definitely watch it, but we have horses running today, so it's a busy day. That's priority, obviously.
Now, do you sit at your TV, or are you usually at the races during that time?
No, we'll go home and watch it. It's a long day, so.
Like for me, every year I look forward to the Kentucky Derby just
Yeah.
to sit and watch the whole
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Same for you guys?
My 2-year-old's right here.
Oh, right
yeah,
here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Freezing. But yes, we will definitely watch it. Watching them come out of the gate is the best part. You watch that many horses break at once is amazing. So
Okay. So
only
Michelle?
get to see that once a year.
Yeah. So me too. Same thing here. And Michelle is busy watching her 2-year-old, so I don't want to bother her. But I will talk to her as she's watching her 2-year-olds. And you know what? What are you watching for?
And my 2-year-olds,
Yeah.
they're breezing right now. They're going their first quarter. So this is their first ever work.
First?
First time breezing, yes.
That must be exciting times.
Yes, this is a big day for us.
Very exciting
Got 2
times.
sets of 2-year-olds working today, so
No,
they're learning to be little mini racehorses right now.
Last year I passed through your barn when the races was almost finished.
Yep.
And I saw your whole not your operation, but I saw your stalls and everything.
Yep.
And it was real cool. You had like 10 or 13 or something.
We had 10 last year. I have 12 in right now.
But you were doing so well.
Yeah, we had a good year.
Yes,
Really good
awesome.
Year. So hoping to double up. I have a ton of babies this year, so might be slow. You never know. But
Well, I want to wish you the best this year.
thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I definitely be looking out for you now.
Okay.
Even more.
We're gonna win the first today, hopefully. So it's the plan, anyways.
My sheepish laugh.
Right? Yeah. Right. It's always the plan.
All right, nice meeting you.
Thank you. Nice
All
to
right.
talk to you.
I'm glad there were no other horses around you because I could barely tell. I was just guessing.
You couldn't find me at first?
Well, you looked great for a minute. Yeah, it was a good show.
Best of luck this season, guys.
Thank you.
I know you don't need luck, Sebastian. You just need horses, not luck.
Luck is always needed.
Hey, Jerry. Good seeing you, man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey, any thoughts on Kentucky Derby? Are you watching this evening?
Of course, yeah.
Who do you like in the race?
I don't really know. I like them all. Just, yeah.
You like them all?
Yeah, they all look pretty good.
I mean, they're all pretty good horses.
I'm gonna be cheering for Stronghold though, honestly. And I also, when I was young and I started riding, I rode with Jesus Castañon, so I'm gonna be cheering for him too.
So you don't really have a horse that you're really watching. You just gonna love the race.
I've been following the horse Derby Trail, but that's who I'm cheering for: Stronghold and Jesus Castañon.
Well, best of luck to you. Are you gonna play the horse, or are you just gonna kind of watch it?
Probably just gonna get on Derby pools. You know, when you just put $5-10 and they pick the number out of a hat, and yeah.
That's a good way to make some money and not worry about it.
Yeah, just hopefully everybody has a safe trip and be a good race.
All right, cool. There you go, Jerry
Big day
Ogren.
sports today.
Stronghold.
Stronghold, baby.
Who's this, Mr. Derek?
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good, brother.
Good, man. How you doing? All right. You know what? I'm here trying to figure out this Kentucky Derby and who's going to win the race. Came in here asking for the Kentucky Derby and it turned into a whole vegan, vegetarian conversation. Meat versus vegetables. The gymnasts are the gym master versus the veterans. Can I call you the veterans? Moving on.
But we'll talk Kentucky Derby instead of philosophy.
Kentucky Derby. Who do you like?
So Fierceness is a big favorite today, but I'm not gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with Mystic Dan because it looks like there's some mud and he's a quality horse in general, but he does better in the slop. And today is looking like the slop is gonna be the flavor of the day for the track conditions. So I'll take Mystic Dan. Also think Sierra Leone and Just a Touch have a huge chance. And those would be my top three.
Right.
Sitting just outside of that would be, to me, Catching Freedom. And he might do something as well.
All right, and you said you had an opinion too about the Kentucky Derby, right?
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone. That's it.
He has to win.
He has to win?
Yeah.
Well, why does he have to win? Based on condition or what?
Well, basically, one, I love the name. And second, I think he's the best horse in the field.
I kind of like Mystic Dan. I put it out on my group that Mystic Dan is the one that I like, I'm going to pick that. Brian Hernandez won the Oaks yesterday. I think he's going to take the Kentucky Derby today too as well.
No, I don't think so.
You gonna take the double?
He's not going to take both. Very rare.
Very rare. Churchill doesn't allow it, or what?
Churchill allow it, but it's very rare. You're going to take those two big day after day. Not going to happen.
Well, there you go. Sierra Leone and Mystic Dan. Do you have an opinion too, Don?
I like fierceness.
Fierceness.
The only thing about it, he's got a bad post. If he can get out, he will.
I was talking to someone earlier, let me let out the secret, and they said down in Florida, the horse won't lose. Well, that's what they're saying. I don't know. People say that every day.
Talking about fierceness?
Yeah.
Yeah, the horse is excellent, man.
People say that every day here, though.
Well, I think fierceness, I would say fierceness is definitely, from his form leading up to the race, the most talented horse in the field. But his form is pretty wild. So if you're a Sheets player with a Thorograph, you're noticing just a huge up and down going on with these negative numbers, and then him bouncing. So he ran a big negative, I believe 3 or 4 in his last race for that Florida Derby. The buyer was 110. So just his last performance, his Breeders' Cup performance, they're much superior probably to any other performance of any other horse in the field. But he's also had these huge bounces off these big performances. So if you're gonna go with the patterns, you can't really. It's hard to bet him. Plus he's gonna be the favorite, so you're not getting too much value for your bet in that case either. You're having a horse that is the favorite, so you're not getting great value and has a huge potential to bounce based on his previous history. So it's I would say it's even though he's the most talented horse in the field, I would think he's not gonna do it today. But you never know, if he gets out of that 17th position and gets to the front, has a bit of an easier or good trip, he's definitely talented. So he can pull it off, but I don't see it. I see him more finishing something like 5th, 6th, 7th in that type of area.
Well, I tell you what, if he runs the way he ran last time, he's gonna set up the race for your horse, which is Sierra Leone. The closer.
Yeah.
And perhaps even Mystic Dan. That's the one I like.
He's got John Velasquez, man. He'll work it out. He's one of the best. He'll work it out.
Well, we'll see.
That 17 hole, he will work it out.
There's a full field of 20, 21?
20 horses.
I still don't know if he's ever been, a horse like him, his personality might not work well, 20 horse field with a lot of traffic. And he's kind of, the races he's done very well, he's had a lot go his own way. So, in a real battle against somebody in this bigger field, that doesn't bode well for him. And plus, it's just his pattern doesn't bode well. If you're someone who plays those patterns, and he does have a bit of one where he shows the bounce. So that's why I would say it's hard to take him. But you can definitely see the reason why people would. He's a fantastic talent. I wouldn't be surprised if he won it, but I don't see it happening. And the other horse I didn't mention too, that I think has a big shot, would be Forever Young. Forever Young's been a super consistent horse, hasn't lost a race.
Those are the horses I keep hearing all morning. Forever Young, Fierceness. Who else? Someone says Stronghold might pull it off.
Is there any speed inside? That's the thing.
That can run with Fierceness?
Yeah, is there any speed inside?
I think if they're smart, they'll send a few horses.
If there's no speed inside and he gets down, he wins. Even if the track is slow.
Yeah, I would agree with you. If he gets to the front, he's got a big chance, right? If he breaks well and doesn't have to fight too much traffic. Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to see. Because like you said, and a couple of other people said it this morning, he's gonna bounce. So he usually throws away a race right after a good race.
Big race,
so
yeah.
we'll see. We don't know.
When was the last time he won? He won the
Fierceness?
Yeah.
I think Florida Derby.
Florida Derby?
About a month ago.
He's got lots of
And he
time.
won by like 17 lengths.
Yeah.
Yeah, we win good.
I don't think he will bounce, but I think he'll win.
You think so? Well, we'll see. We got about 7 hours or so.
Just find the horse to run second. That's all.
All right,
Exactly.
we'll do that. Nice talking to you guys, man.
All right.
Enjoy your brother.
Take care.
To me, man,
It's gonna be a beautiful day today for the Derby.
it's gonna be a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And who's your pick again?
Sierra Leone.
That's the second or third time I heard that this
Is
morning.
that right?
Oh yeah.
He's a good horse. He likes the dirt, but he doesn't have any speed, so hopefully he'll get some kind of setup.
And is it muddy right now down there?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be nice this afternoon. The track dries out like very fast at Churchill.
It's gonna be beautiful, man. Yeah,
Even
watch.
nicer if you got the winner.
That's true.
That's a Kentucky Derby.
I'm gonna make my pick right now.
All right, take care.
Have a good day.
Bye.
So there we have it. Another interesting conversation. Many different ideas. Who's gonna win the Kentucky Derby? I'm not sure. We're gonna find out. We'll find out pretty soon.